How you doing, everybody, and welcome. This is Oscar Ramos. This is Sunday Night Live cryptocurrency, everybody. Well, welcome, guys. What you're seeing on the screen right now, just a couple of the reactions we are having because, yes, cannot believe it, but just breaking news. A couple minutes ago, about 20 minutes ago, Putin seems to have agreed to talks with Ukraine. Well, yep. I mean, that's breaking right now. And you know what's fun, everybody? What's fun is that throughout the entire day of today, what you're seeing right now on the screen, that's Crocon, right? Look, this is today. Down, down. This is the 4 hour chart. Down, 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 down. As soon as we hear something like this, boom. You gotta love it. You gotta love crypto, guys. It's not that whales or us or anyone is poor. We're just waiting for the right news to attack, to buy. It is insane, and it drives me. That is just the world of crypto, guys. I mean, at any point in time, if the good events ever come, which they will come later on, there's gonna be an explosion, everybody. So I'm super excited. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. Super happy to have you here. We're gonna be talking about Bitcoin, Crocon, Chronos, Crypto.com, and many more. You have any questions, post it in the chat right now. And if you have something, just let me know. We'll be here for a while. I'm pretty excited. It's Sunday Night Live. We have it Sundays and Tuesdays for sure. And I'm super happy to see Santa Fe 99, my man. How you doing, buddy? Glad to have you. Smash the like button, of course. Acoustic Tanks, Bobby and Jose, and many more people here. So, guys, extremely excited. Now the title says crypto market down, and guess what? The crypto market is up. Classic. YouTube never helps. Crypto never helps. Well, everybody, it's Sunday. It's time to relax and kind of see what's going to happen in the future. Well, I mean, we don't know, right? As you probably know by now. So, what are we expecting? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm going to tell you a lot of news, a lot of info. So, buckle up because this is something that you really don't want to miss. To start, why don't we go ahead and start with some delicious technical analysis, and I'll put a lot of the info later on, right? So just let me do all the work. Everybody, what you're seeing right now on the screen is exactly that. Imagine nothing happening about Putin and Russia and Ukraine and Biden and even Macron. The market would have continued just going down. Look, this is exactly what happened today. Down at 2 a.m., down at 6 a.m., down. So that is exactly what happened, everybody, right? The market was down. Here is Bitcoin, went all the way up to, kept coming up. So that is great. In my time, it is exactly what I'm looking for, everybody. Something like this when we have a breakout. So right now, this is called a breakout. Now, I'm not saying we're going to get to 40 back again. The title once again says under 40. So classic. We come live and everything kind of goes out of the window for YouTube purposes. But whatever it is, we know, you know what I'm saying, everybody. So this is really cool. I mean, what does that entail, right? That, I mean, a chance of not having a war nowadays, in the coming weeks, in the upcoming days. As you probably know, the Olympics in Beijing, in China, they're already completed. And well, after watching so much cable news and all different reports and articles, I mean, everybody was kind of like inferring that Putin was going to attack or invade Ukraine before the Olympics. So now they're done. So what's going to happen next? That's about to be seen. But we're really happy to see the reactions from the market, and they're positive. And I mean, that's amazing, right? That is amazing. Right now for crypto.com, this is what we got, everybody. A nice pump all the way from, let me go ahead and tell you exactly what happened. We got a pump of 5%. So this is the 5-minute chart. Definitely not 20s or 30%, but this is something better. I mean, pretty happy to see a pump rather than something not looking fine. With the 4-hour chart, everybody, since, I mean, it's been 10 days. You're seeing it right now on the screen. It's been 10 days since we've been dropping, and it is a descending channel right here. I can totally see it from here. I'm gonna go ahead and draw it for you. Here it is. That's about it. So it is not, we're not even close to breaking out this descending channel. We should be around 45 cents for the channel to make sense and to break it out. That it's not gonna even put us at the 61% on the Fibonacci levels, right? So 61% on the Fibonacci level, that is right about here at 49 cents. 49 cents is what we're looking for crypto.com. As you know, crypto.com right now is doing cool things for the future. And if you didn't know, crypto.com has a roadmap for 2022 already put in place. And I'm going to tell you what in the world that's looking like, because what they want to do with 2.5 billion TBL locked, what they want to do is take crypto.com Chronos to the 5th position by TBL. That is amazing, right? So let me go ahead and say hi to everybody over here. What's going on? Dustin, Luis, Ron, great to have you. Ron, Carlos, G-Puff, and many more people. Cheers, everybody. And Diamond Hands, of course. Diamond Hands. This is what we're looking right now. I'm going to show you right now the information, which is pretty important. So here it is. Some information that we want to know. Putin agrees to talk with Ukraine European Security Organization report. So that, I mean, this is pretty much what's breaking right now. Breaking 29 minutes ago. Breaking President Joe Biden and Vladimir Putin agreeing in principle to a proposal for Ukraine, talks Emmanuel Macron. That's great. I mean, I'm not a military guy. I've never been in the army or what have you. Probably some of you have, but the less chance we have a war, the better for the more. I mean, just having a war is not gonna help the market at all, and we want to avoid that, right? Whatever happens, we gotta be ready for it. So these are a couple of things that are gonna help us get it out. And as we know, guys, all of this is really what's making the prices of crypto tremble. That's just what it is. We don't want to see, in my opinion, more time when we have prices under, I mean, the $2 trillion for the cryptocurrencies right now. It is 1.80, 1.78, 1.90. Having Bitcoin at less than $40,000. That is what it is. March the 10th, in about 2 weeks or so, less than a month, we're going to have tapering done. The Federal Reserve is going to stop printing money so they can increase interest rates. So if we have this news from Ukraine and Russia relieved, so we got better news and it seems that things can be solved diplomatically, that'll be great. So then we get the second hit from the tapering done and then the increase of the rates. That's it. Because if for some reason diplomacy doesn't work for these issues that we're having geopolitically, and then we have the rates increase, the 1.78 will be a high global crypto market number compared to where we can go drop again to less than 1.50. That's something, I mean, I'm expecting right now, understanding that we have extreme fear at this point. We got to the neutral. We actually got to the neutral, but everything does seem that if we get the war and then we get the rates included and more inflation and things are starting to happen, that's the scenario that we're probably coming out for this early Q1 or Q2 of 2022. Just facts, everybody. Just facts. What's going on, Pab? And welcome. Great to be here. Awesome, guys. Supporting. That's awesome. So this is exactly what I will tell my members, my patrons, right? Just to be aware of what's coming up, because I mean, it does seem that we're not even close to what the green part is looking like. But we need to know this, right? We need to know this. So this is great. Once again, we put in the prices right now. And for Bitcoin, it seems that it's holding a high 39,000, still holding it. So it just broke out today. Very excited. We'll see what it has for tomorrow. Don't forget, everybody, to go ahead and smash the like button and consider subscribing. I'm going to go ahead and give you a shout out here. So my name is Oscar Ramos, and today we're talking crypto and, well, what's just developing today when it comes to this deal with Russia and Ukraine that I mean, it's driving me nuts, the entire market. And well, the weekend, right? I think the weekend is something that all of us are kind of like looking at. Let me go ahead and show you the weeks for Bitcoin. This is something that I'm pretty happy to see, kind of see how things are rolling out for the entire market. When it comes for Bitcoin, everybody, since November the 8th, when we reached the high of 69,000, and it's been like this ever since. But guess what? Are you ready for this? I got this for you guys. Been doing my due diligence here, and I mean, it is true, and I'm gonna put you this on the screen so you guys take a clear look of what's probably coming up. So listen closely, everybody. Listen closely. So it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. When you look at the halving period, the 4-year period, when you take a look at what the price of the Bitcoin is, what the price of crypto is right now, we're not on an altcoin season. We're not on a Bitcoin season. It does seem that we're just down, and people are taking the opportunity due to the events that we're seeing right now to sell off. That's clear. That's just clear. I see Tectonic, I see VVS Finance, I see Crocoin, I see other many different projects, right? We haven't started talking about Tectonic, which are great news, right? Because they changed to, now it's Kronos instead of crypto.org. So that is awesome. Just change things that I'm sure that they're very smart and aware about what the community is asking for. And that's what they did. And that's pretty exciting. So take a look at this, guys. This is important because what is going to be the next breakout? And if this happens, it kind of will take us back to Bitcoin 2012. Bitcoin 2012, we had this somewhat same scenario where we got a peak right about here, which just take a look at the price right now. It was $13, which is just nothing. It's so peanuts. And then here it is, right? But it took a while. It took a while, almost a year, for this to convert and to happen. And you will tell me, Oscar, $10, $13, that's insane. How can you compare that? But kind of comparing the charts as far as what they look like, right? Here, Bitcoin right now, we see in 2021, when we reach a peak about here of 50,000 or so and 60,000 or so. And right now, 69,000 on this one in late 2021. And right now, it's what we're looking like. So following previous precedent on Bitcoin and knowing how things are going for the future and understanding that as we continue moving forward, we're going to be passing that halving period. We're going to be passing the tapering, which is going to be done from the Fed. They're going to increase the interest rates, which we're expecting a drop in all the markets. But as soon as we pass through that, I think we're going to just continue diamond handing, buying low, and then following the same tactic we've been doing thus far, the dollar cost average method. So at the end, we can see better profits in the future. That's what it is, right? I do also have another one for you, everybody, which is this one, which is my Bitcoin Rainbow. I like to use this one to illustrate what's happening at this time with Bitcoin, as you're seeing right now on the screen. It is not a super basically a fire sale, or we're not in a maximum bubble territory. It's just still cheap, and it's been like this for a while. So by looking at everything that I'm taking that we're seeing thus far today, understanding how important the geopolitical issues are, which my brain oftentimes cannot understand. It's just something very complicated oftentimes. I will hope that we are out of that issue with Ukraine, NATO, Russia. We just need to wait more time and see what's going on there. If we get a little bit deeper in the issues there with the war and everything, we'll expect lower prices. I will tell you that. But if we're finally getting out through diplomacy, I think that's going to be something better for us and everything. Because at the end of the day, you and I know how bullish the world and institutions and the private sector has become with Bitcoin. And next time that we are on a positive note of the spectrum, I think we're going to be rising a lot. Hence the breakout here that we're probably expecting. If not in 2022, well, hopefully in 2023. That's what I'm expecting on this, right? So I'm pretty excited for this, guys. I gotta tell you the truth, I'm pretty excited for this, because although this is what we're looking like, just take a look here, for example, on crypto.com, how important it is to manage your risk and buy low, and understanding how just in one tweet here and just the global news things can change very quickly. Cheers, everybody. Welcome. Oh, very excited. What's going on, Pavin and Dustin? Buying the dips. There you go. Buying, buying, buying. Well, then there's gonna be a lot of opportunities to buy, to be honest with you. A lot of opportunities to get even cheaper prices. This little pump right here, like I've been saying since the beginning, it just shows me how there's always people willing to buy according to what the news and the market is offering you. And so it's not like we're just down, 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 and there's no money there. It's people smartly choosing their battles and picking it up. So I like that a lot. Really like that a lot. When it comes to crypto.com, everybody, which is another cryptocurrency, right? We have so many out there. Let me go ahead and take a look at them right here. See what's going on with these ones. Because Bitcoin at under 40, Ethereum 2700, we've been in this place before. XRP is 80 cents, not bad. Cardano is under $1, which it was 1.04, 1.02, now officially under $1. So it's been going down. I've been telling all my fellows to get some Cardano at these amazing, incredible prices. So if you are missing that, definitely getting some positions, it's something I will do because these prices are amazing. Dollar cost average, knowing more pain will be coming throughout the market, right? Even Shiba Inu, look at this price of Shiba Inu, man. 4026, definitely not a good time. It's just been doing bad. On some of the prices specifically for Shiba Inu, right? Although I'm pretty happy to see the utility they're bringing into this space. So I'm pretty happy to see. Been watching the whole market for a month, Ray. Well, so then if that's the case, I'm sure that you've been in the red oftentimes, right? What's going on, Tanks? 10 more days for my 28-day on staking on Crow. Then I can get the Jade card with 10% staking rewards. Hey, kudos, man. That's awesome. That amp fell too hard. Really? Let's go ahead and take a look at it very quickly to see what's going on. Well, amp is 2 cents heading to probably mid 2 cents. Man, I'm talking, it's one of those that I'm pretty sure people are not buying right now. Let me just put it this way. I am pretty sure people are not putting their attention on AMP token. It's gonna take a while, and that's what I'm seeing thus far. On AMP, I like it. The project is insane as an investment. It just hasn't been that good thus far. But as a project, I think it's one of the most undervalued. Easily, everybody. Alrighty. Why Kronos change, or what's going on with Kronos, everybody? So we've been talking a long time about crypto.com. We've been talking about crypto.com, Tectonic, VVS Finance, Kronos even. And understanding this concept that there's already change put in place. Ethereum number one. Then second, we have Binance Smart Chain, which is a popular one. It has a lot of protocols too. Then we have Terra Luna, we have Solana, we have Polygon, we have ABX, Avalanche. There's many out there. But crypto.com, the way I see it is that because of the marketing, the smart marketing tactics they have, they've been able to attract a wide range of people to this space, to crypto, right? As a YouTuber and as an investor, I can tell that there's more demand for crypto.com and Kronos than other demand here on YouTube even. And probably that's what's taking it, because we see massive advertising and marketing push to the world and even to the Super Bowl too. So that helps in a way to increase the TBL very, very quickly. As a platform, and people here have their Indigo cards, the Jade cards. You guys have the cards too. Even you're staking, you're doing VVS Finance, you're buying Tonic, you wanted to trade, then you're finding some little issues there, right? The positive things with crypto.com, I think there are many. They're growing. It's a growing community. It's a growing project. It's not the number one by far, but in my opinion, if I had to start all over again, listen to this, guys. I think, super late for Ethereum, buying it at what? Less than $1, less than $100, let alone Bitcoin, less than $5 in 2011, right? But how about crypto.com? How about Terra Luna? How about AVX? Well, in my opinion, thus far, in the billions as the max supply, crypto.com could offer us, trying to be a little bit fair here. It does have their cons, right? Not really being able, super easy to put in your card to buy stuff as an American exchange like Coinbase or Gemini. In my case, I put my fiat wallet, and it's a little lengthy process that if you're not very well versed, it can trick you and it can be a little bit more difficult. But when it comes to other different coins opportunities, I think it's a pretty good idea. So in my opinion, this project can be very satisfying for my investments later on. And the reason why, because it's early, because they're adding amazing repertoire of people, leaders coming from Google, leaders coming from other different parts of the industry. They just had two new senior vice president of engineering and senior vice president of product, and I've been talking about that here in the channel. So I'm bullish on crypto.com, and I'm giving you some facts and some information so you understand that very well, right? So in this case, why Cronos change where they have low gas fees, which I would agree, even though I don't even like to see the 1 CRO as a gas fee, but I mean, have to remember that is what, 40 cents, so that's way better than what Ethereum. I don't even get me started, right, with Ethereum, which is insane. So when you're using the Cronos dApps, call it VVS Finance, Tectonic, MM Finance, or so, you pay with CRO. Oftentimes you pay with CRO, and it's 1.5, 1 point something. It's not that much. So I like that. Features, easy fiat in and out. Well, I do agree that the in, it's a little bit tedious, but it's not that complicated. They have an existing marketplace, safe and secure, and now the future plans, that's something pretty positive, right? Thanks. Constantly try to migrate car, whatever I use, leftovers, put in the DeFi 14%. That's pretty awesome. Had a friend buy Cardano, his girlfriend ex-move. Okay, I'm not gonna read that, but that's cool. Thanks for the story. Nice. Nice. I had those, the diamond and ball work on Cronos, have plenty of diamonds still. I see that. Haven't used that though. Nice. Free CRO. Shiba goes wild. Really? That's pretty awesome. So these are some of the stories, right? And here, I mean, here's one of the biggest ones. Just happened on February the 18th during this week. This week alone, everybody. They're proud to announce the rebranding of crypto.org to Cronos. And this is exactly one of the things that I like about crypto.com. This is exactly the Cronos chain tokens are pumping. That was on February the 15th before this drop. This is what's happening. So here it is. So for all me now, crypto.com or CRO rebrand reflects the decentralization of the coin. This is what's happening for CRO, and I like it. It's pretty good. I mean, in 3 months since they've gone live, this is exactly what's happening, and this is what the ecosystem looks like. 2.5 billion total value locked. That's great. In my opinion, like I've been saying right now, here it is. This is what it looks like right now, everyone. Take a look at it. I think with some money that I can put in for crypto.com, not saying all of my money, but some money, I can put it to work and invest it. So if we have a long-term scenario, easy passing $1 for crypto.com, I think we can pass 2, we can pass 3, and more. Not saying more than $100 at this time, although I've seen some predictions out there that are a little bit insane, in my opinion, just to give you an idea, right? But in my opinion, I think $1 crypto.com shouldn't be a problem. What do you guys think? Let me actually ask you. Pump incoming. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Well, right now, this is the pump that we're seeing thus far with the good news, so that is awesome. Yeah, I mean that's something that I think, everybody. I think that we're gonna be doing well with this one. If I had to choose another chain to invest on besides crypto.com, because I think that's a good idea, that's a good question, it will be Cardano, it will be Algorand, and it will be Terra Luna. Those three. Terra Luna has been exploding, and I think it's a really good project. Cardano and Algorand to me are no-brainers. I'm already invested in them, and I think they're absolute no-brainers for sure. It's so sad to see everything down, but can't wait for the pump. Can't wait for the pump either. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. So, if you guys didn't know, there's a roadmap for Kronos. Take a look at this. Q1, Q2 of 2022, this is exactly what we're doing right now, what we're going through. You probably saw the IBC bridge thanks to Cosmos, right? And we're going to be bringing ADA Cardano for staking purposes. So that is fantastic. So flexible fees, development tools, dApps, Gravity Bridge. This is what's been working thus far. Then 2022, 2022. So at the end of the year, that's what they're doing thus far. I like it. Why? Because, I mean, they pretty much want to make crypto.com in the top 5 here by the end of the year, which is pretty smart and pretty insane in my opinion. That is what something is going to be amazing for our money, I mean, easy for our money. So what I'm thinking about for crypto.com is to hold it, to see all this good news for cryptocurrency, and we'll take a look at how this turns out. In my opinion, it will turn out okay. It will turn out okay. There's more things going on. There's more dApps coming on. I think even more money will be better to put in, honestly. Not everything, only the money that you can afford losing. That is the deal, right? Today I mentioned you guys here on VVS Finance how I was just on staking, which was pretty good. Did the finish right here, and I've learned, thanks to my viewers watching. Appreciate it, guys. You are incredible. So what I did was harvest and then unstaked because I hadn't done it before. But what you can do is just unstaking, and it's gonna do the harvest at the same time, so you save some money in fees. Thank you, everybody. Didn't know that. That is awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. So I have more opportunities to earn VVS Finance, Tectonic. So I'm heading to buy more Tectonic right now, which I've been doing it on the crypto.com app. So that is one, right? Having the news on crypto.com that it's going to be having the Kronos now, I think it's going to be pretty bullish. What do you guys think? There you go. So take a look at the price right now, the price action. Welcome, everybody. Be smart and patient, of course. Have to agree. Look at that comment, Albert. War rumors end and the market blow up. Well, I hope that, because that way we have a better, much easier cushion to fall from once the rates are increased. Let me tell you that. What do you think? Hey, what's going on, Carlos? Good to see you, buddy. That's awesome. So yeah, absolutely, for sure. Here on crypto.com, I want to go ahead and take a look at the entire year and see what's going on. This is what we're seeing thus far, 61. So this has been, this is exactly been our time right now. What I'm happy to see is that Crow is, acting very consolidating, just staying in that one of the last Fibonacci retracements at 61%. That is what we're seeing thus far. 61% Fibonacci retracement, 78%, 80% Fibonacci retracement. So that is good. Even though we went down, my friends, we went down under the probably 80%. Not bad at all. It's just about it's a waiting game, pretty much. It's a waiting game. Any questions, guys? Let me know. For those who are just joining us right now, you probably are noticing a nice bump in the market. It's because Putin just agreed to talk to Ukraine. How about that? So that is great. I think the week that we just finished, everybody, was a lot. Was a lot. It was just a week of downsides. Because remember, this week started, actually, I'm going to give you the exact date because I don't even know, the 13th of February. And the 13th of February was around here. This was the 13th of February. It was this candlestick, this green candlestick. That was the 13th of February. So this week hit us in the gut. Really nice. From 50 cents on crypto.com all the way down to 40 cents. 10 cents we dropped. How about Bitcoin? Here, Bitcoin, here it is. This is the 14th. So from 45,000 to 38,000. So it's fair to say that Bitcoin and the altcoins dropped this week. If this upcoming week we have better news with Russia, I think it will be amazing. And it will be great if you're trading to get some positions early this week, because we can explode just a little couple more cents in the case of crypto.com, and in the case of Bitcoin, a couple thousands of dollars for sure. Yes, absolutely. Opti gamers, my thoughts on XRP. Well, I have XRP, and I'm still buying XRP once again. Once the lawsuit ends, we're expecting some good big moves for that one. Smashing the like button. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah. What's going on, Tanks? Welcome.
You don't talk much about Atom. What do you think of its future? I know you don't own any, and why? Love your channel, heart.
Thank you so much, Tanks. Welcome, and appreciate your awesome kind first super chat. I don't talk too much about Atom because I don't own it at this time. Because why? Because I've been just putting too much money on other different projects. But I've heard amazing things about Cosmos. I wouldn't tell people not to buy Cosmos. Let me put it that way. I know about Osmosis, a great DeFi place. Yes, absolutely. It's just that I'm kind of choosing my pairs. I'm choosing the tools that I'm trying to use. But I do know that Osmosis and Cosmos. I mean, Cosmos just helped Crypto.com bring ADA to the bridge. Easy. I mean, that is amazing. You see? So how they talk to each other, that is fantastic. So Cosmos, I don't own it, but I need to. It's just that right now there's a lot of things going on personally, right? So I gotta be using my money very wisely. Plus, guess what? If you didn't know, I'm actually buying more NFTs now. So, but guess what? Because of the stocks and everything going down, also the NFT marketplace received a hit in the price. So the prices of NFT are also going down. Just what happens. But great question, Tanks. Appreciate that a lot. Awesome. And by the way, if you guys have even more questions or you want me to help you guys out, there's a link in the top of the chat. That is my Patreon page. Basically, you subscribe, there's a membership, and you ask me anything you want. I got you on Discord, got a great community there. Go ahead and check us out, everybody. And plus, I mean, help you out in all your questions, and not guarantee you, but we make money. We make good money. Let me tell you that. We make good money. Check all the links down below for your free Bitcoin stuff. Do not forget, everybody, as always, if you want to have fun too, you might want to carry your favorite cryptocurrencies in physical coins. This is the first link down below in the description. Everybody, we have Cardano, Shiba Inu, and of course, if you like something more fancy, I have your Bitcoin right here waiting for you. So take a look at the first link in the description, guys. People like it, and I like it. How about you? There's even more there, so you can go ahead and check it out. Oh, baby. Let's go. Do you have a video on how to stake and unstake VVS? Well, I just did it today. You go to VVS. That's something I just talked today, a couple minutes ago. You come to VVS Finance, which is here. I think it's very important because in my videos, I've been talking how much I've used VVS Finance, which is the #1 protocol of use on the ecosystem here on Kronos. You come to mines, and then you come here, and you come to finish. If it's finished, in my case, if not, you immediately click the negative to unstaked. Wouldn't recommend harvest because now I learned that, like for example, if it's finished, you just want to click unstaked, right? Because I mean, there's no more opportunity to collect more since the pool is finished, since the staking process has ended. However, if it's still live, you will just do harvest. But in my opinion, why would you do harvest? I mean, it's just let it continue growing, right? That is the idea. Great question, buddy. Great question. AMP. I know, guys. Sometimes making videos about AMP right now. They still haven't released too many things, too many news out there, but I still talk it. And you know what's funny? Oftentimes when I speak about AMP token, people give me a lot of, iffy comments saying, don't talk about AMP right now because X, Y, and Z. In a way, I mean, it's a cryptocurrency that we've been talking for a long time. And I mean, that's once again, we know that nobody knows what's going to happen in the future when it comes to the price. But we have a pretty good idea where the project could be going because of everything that they've been putting out. So that is great. When it comes to crypto.com or the protocols or the blockchains and all of that, I think I can summarize this in this sentence, right? Wait for the next cycle. That's the best thing I can tell you, everybody, because there's always going to be news impacting the market every single day and every single week. We cannot stay on top of everything, right? There's just so much going on. Every single time I open Twitter, there's something good for crypto. That's just what it is. There's something always good for crypto. That a company accepted the metaverse, that a company is going to develop it or its own NFT collection, that a company is hiring crypto people, what have you. So why hasn't all of that translated into positive prices for crypto? That is what I'm asking you, right? Why we haven't seen a positive spike or pump in the price of Bitcoin? Because Ukraine said, hey, we're gonna be legalizing Bitcoin as legal. I mean, as legal tender, putting legal, regulating it as legal tender. So all of that, in my opinion, are loaded bullets once we got slash out and we can continue flying all the way to the moon when we have the next cycle coming up. That is what I believe, because in the end, all of this pain will pass. If we go back to the price of Bitcoin right here, which is something that I'm very looking like seeing it once again, right? It is a pleasure and a delightful scene to see the price, because we know we're already on extreme fear. Who wants to see that again, right? So take a look at this. Right about 2014, 2015, $200 or so, but later on, $60,000 or so. And if by the end of the year, 2020, we're passing that all-time high, I can tell you with high conviction that I think, I mean, that will be the beginning of a new all-time high for Bitcoin if we're able to pass that $69,000. So if I see Bitcoin passing $69,000 in 2022, that means that I have to be ready for a new all-time high. And once we have more confirmations, I'm going to sell off. Yes, you heard me right. Yes, you heard me right. We need to sell if we have a new all-time high in 2022, because it's coming down after that. It's coming down after that, guys. That is just expected for sure. We have to play it right and make sure to sell. Make sure we make the monies. That is what it is. Make sure we make the monies, because all of this right now, it's just pain, extended pain. What now, right? What to do now? Just hold on and continue buying the dip as we see it fit. Welcome, everybody. What's going on? Thanks on the Ruber card. Oh, thank you for sharing. That's awesome. Take a look at this, Carlos. Russia is taking over Ukraine and war will last. Get ready to load up. Heavy for months. Well, that is exactly what we're talking right now, right? With the news early in the live. Here it is. Here it is. And I'm going to refresh this probably. We got some more trending tags on Twitter. And what's going on? Because if you're just joining right now, the live, why don't you go ahead and smash the like button? Consider subscribing. So we got more people here. Thank you so very much. And I'll give you a shout out here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So plus we see the king of swag, Vitalik, wearing this nice Shiba Inu pants. And guess what? The entire Shiba Inu meme community and Twitter community were like, no way, that's Shiba Inu pants. Let's pump it. It's so fun. But this is what we live for, right? In the crypto community. This is insane. Another one, guys, right? That's what's happening. Well, scooping up Bitcoin from all the weekends. So what does this mean? It means that oftentimes we see the prices super low. And what is exactly what we want to do, right? Well, sell. I haven't sold anything. I'm pretty happy to tell you. Let me actually tell you something very important to me, and I think it could make sense to you guys. When I was doing stocks in 2020, early 2021, more heavily, right, single stocks trading. When I got too confident with it, I was like, okay, let me now try to do options, and I started doing options. But what I found out is that if you don't know much about options, or you just don't time it right, or you get greedy, you're gonna get hurt very badly in options, right? So that's what happened to me in a couple of plays. I got, hurt badly. The premium and the Greek terminologies, and I mean all those symbols, and when it comes to the expiration date, and it was just too much for me to say, man, if you don't know what you're doing, then you're gonna get hurt. And obviously, because you have a time frame, things are gonna get bad. But when it comes to crypto, when I jumped and gave the transition to crypto, I was like, okay, I'm down in this position, but there's nothing that tells me you have to sell it because your position is gonna expire. No, you just can hold it and wait till the next ride, and that's it. Obviously, knowing that we're looking at a good project, right? Because if you're buying a rock pool project or something that just makes no sense, then probably, I mean, it may not come back. But when you're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, Crypto.com, AMP token, Solana, Tectonic, VVS Finance, don't be scared if the price go down, and don't give your money to the whales, because the whales will always gonna want all of your crypto if you actually get out and receive that loss. That is why, my friends, I always say buy what you can afford losing, because it's money that it cannot hurt you. It's money that you don't need right now. It's money that you can put for the future, right? This once again an illustration so you know what in the world is going on. I mean, at the end of the day, because there's people like, it is a great example what just happened today here, because look, the price may come back down because that's classic sellers, now they're coming in, but we see how easy it's for buyers to buy as soon as good news come. And that was traders. Those were traders that came in, bought in, they saw the good news from Putin and Ukraine and the US, and they're like, yes. So there's always good people to make the money, and always good people to sell and make some money by profiting, right? Let's go. We'll sell everything to buy Bitcoin and move back to El Salvador. Mr. Ortega, that's awesome. People in Ukraine are also living life as normal and saying it's nothing different than the last 8 years. That's a good point. I've heard that. I've heard that side of the story too. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. Buy Bitcoin or alts on the dip. There's some people that will tell you a lot of more Bitcoin than alts. There are some people like me that will tell you more alts than Bitcoin. And I think that's a good question. So let's elaborate on that. People that tell you more Bitcoin than alts, chances are it's people that got in much, much earlier than you and bought in Bitcoin very, very early and very, very cheap. And they're really happy right now. Us, sad to tell you, we are a little bit late. I mean, if you want to buy a Bitcoin at $40,000+, that's you, okay, go for it. But I consider that to be a lot of money. So what I want to do is, okay, which altcoin can give me the best return possible, that if Bitcoin was that altcoin right now, later on we'll have an amazing return. You know what I'm saying? Are you guys hearing? And in my opinion, I'll be buying altcoins much more than Bitcoin at this time. XRP, Cardano, Terra Luna, Polkadot, Polygon, Crypto.com, Cosmos, Chainlink, and Oracle, algorand, decentraland. So, I mean, I think the world is getting, very nicely put in for altcoins. And once again, if we as soon as we have an altcoin season, I am forecasting many 2x's, many 3x's, many 4x's. And by then, my friends, you and I who are watching right now, we may have an amazing, amazing return and great stories to tell. And guess what? By then, we may have other people saying, oh, you know what? I think it's time to buy crypto. And us will be those veterans saying, okay, well, it's time to sell, collect profits, and repeat the process once again. It is so fun. It is fun. Now, I'm not saying that not to buy Bitcoin, because I do have a couple, I believe less than $1,000, which is not ideal. I will want to have more. But going back to my principle, if Bitcoin goes up, it's because NASDAQ is going up. They are correlated. And then altcoins go up. That is what it is. Pretty happy, pretty excited to see it. Let's go. Nice, nice, nice. So at this time, I do like to see in a way that we're going up. So that is fantastic. We love it, man. Cheers, everybody. We love it. What's going on, guys? What's new? Go ahead and hit me up with questions. Q&A. If you have any questions, let me know. It's Sunday night. It's been a long, tough week thus far. Pretty happy, pretty happy. And I want to tell you this, something personal, but I think it's something cool to share with my fam. I just got engaged this week, early this week. So I'm tired. You know, it's been I will say not an uneventful, so an eventful week for me and family. So for those who are already in that stage of life, imagine me. There's a lot going on through my head. And of course, going on with money and stays, things and that. So, but I'm pretty happy, enjoying every step of the process, And what a blessing. Cheers, everybody. Oh, man. What a day for sure. Crow Gala, congrats. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're just coming in, go ahead and smash the like button. And consider subscribing, because now life just became more interesting, and responsibility just went up, pumped in my life. If you know what I mean. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. That's awesome. This is my favorite stream. Thank you, Benila. Appreciate it. Welcome. Great show, Oscar. Planting the seed. Of course. Congrats. Make sure your fiance understands your hobby and career investments. My wife doesn't understand but tolerates me. No way. Yeah, you know what? Let me share with you some couple of other stories related to finance and investments right now. You guys are the fam to what we see the prices of crypto.com, right? So, so YouTube, I'm gonna give you some tips or so if you ever start like thinking about this. But YouTube, Patreon, and all of that is just a great way for you to monetize and get like create a nice side hustle, right? Which is very healthy when you're planning to get married or when you're planning to start a family or so. And my fiance, she's extremely supportive. Every time I tell him, oh, look at this video is doing well, or oh, look at this crypto is doing fantastic, or stocks are up and this and that. So someone that really understands my passion and supports me 100% of the way. So I'm like, wow, that is such a great, lucky guy. I'm blessed. So this is just the beginning, my friends. This is just the beginning. Because as you know, a Spanish channel for Oscar Ramos is coming up later on. That's in the works. But right now, crypto, it's gonna be at an amazing time for us to buy. Because remember one thing. If this scenario was exactly the opposite, if we were thriving and pumping all the way to the moon, if we had 70,000 Bitcoin or 80,000 Bitcoin or 5,000 Ethereum, I think none of us would be holding money out, or everybody will just be buying, because that would have made sense, right? But the time to buy is not at that time. That is the time to sell, assuming we're hitting all-time highs every single day. That is something that if you're a new beginner investor, you're probably not understanding, because you're like, man, I want to buy because the price is increasing. But guess what? Boom. This is exactly what's happening. What you're seeing on the screen right now is the price of Bitcoin. And exactly when we are very excited and the price is coming all the way up, people buy at 69, 50, 63, 64. And guess what's happening? A massive crash. Once again, let's get excited. The hype is up. Yeah, let's buy. And the market crashes. It's like if they plan everything, right? So it's insane. It's insane. That is what happens. So the time to buy, it's going to be throughout the month of February and March. Don't worry, bro. You got an army behind you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Jose, thank you. Susanna. Oscar, to you and your wife. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Look at this amazing incredible community that we built here on YouTube. That is amazing. Oscar bought $800 when bid was at 47,000, then staked it for 3 months. Ugh. I know what you're saying, right? Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it, Quinn. You're awesome. Thank you, guys. You are incredible. So you know what I'm saying, guys? So when it comes to buying, when it comes to understanding how the market, rolls and stuff, in my opinion, after being in this journey for more than a year with crypto, I can tell you that there's gonna be more projects always coming into this space. And the best way for me to illustrate that, I've already talked about crypto.com. It's coming here and showing you DeFi Llama. This is something I've been showing to some of my patrons, and it's really impressive to see that when you don't innovate and when you don't listen to the community and when you don't act fast enough, there's just gonna be more competitors coming out and trying to take your spot, and that is what's happening with Ethereum. Just looking at 2020, just 2 years ago, not even 2 years ago, it's very hard for you to see with this green yellow that they give us, but that is like 96%. I don't know why it does that. Let me go ahead and refresh if it changes the colors. Please change the colors. Yes, that's better. That's much better. So 96% in 2021. Look at it now. Right now is 59. So this is important, guys, because if you're watching here this channel because of or for crypto.com, guess where crypto.com is? Chronos 9. So 2020 for crypto.com, they wanted to be so massive, they wanted to be so huge. So then from 9 we come to 5, basically taking Phantom's position. And that will put us from 2.3, 2.5 billion right about here at position number 9, all the way to more than 3x, about 7 to 8 billion in total value locked. What does that mean, everybody? This is just huge. This is just insane, right? What does that mean, everybody? That there's going to be a much demand, still more pools, still more usability and utility for Finance, for VVS Finance, for Tectonic, because Tectonic, Finance, those are heavily used. And if right now I'm using it, just imagine later on, we're gonna be amazing, guys. Isn't that amazing? Thank you so much. Star, hey, welcome and thank you. Finally used to volatility. There you go, great, that's awesome. Our talking community is growing. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and check Tectonic, right? I haven't even talked about Tectonic in the entire live. That is something new. Oh, well, it's still down. Thank you, Martin. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Star. Appreciate it. Welcome. Always learning, everybody. I think that's the key. 4 hours. Here it is. So with this quick little pump that we had, I'm finally starting to see some green on Tectonic. Tectonic. Right now, you have a video, how much to become a millionaire with crypto.com and how much to become a millionaire with Tectonic. And those are two great videos that they've been performing very well here on YouTube, on the channel. Thank you, guys. You're awesome. So basically, what's happening? As we have a massive move on Tectonic, let me go and get my nice, because I need it. There you go. Now let's go back. As we have our nice rise to the upside, probably breaking this all-time high, everybody, right about here, the channel, Tectonic content, everything's going to go through the roof. It's just going to be amazing, right? Just waiting for it. As you can tell here at the bottom, huge volume right here. Not that huge, but decent volume. And then follow up by a sell-off. And then it's been plain right now. That is what it's looking thus far. What does this mean? It means that people are selling off. I mean, you are watching this and probably you also sell off. So some people are selling off because they have profits, not because they are weak cancers. It's just because they have profits, and that's something healthy to do. Because there's just so many people doing it, we cannot time it, and then it just goes all the way up. Because some people bought around here at 6 zeros, and they're selling right now, and they're still making a lot of money. knowing that people don't just buy $100, $50. People often buy $10,000, $100,000. And one little jump means oftentimes life-changing investments. Life-changing investments. And that is huge, right? So that is a couple of the things that you guys want to understand for this. When Tectonic, VVS Finance, very risky. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's a risky investment. We're talking about trillions of max supply. This is not millions or billions. So what does that mean? That the roadmap, it's going to take a while. Much longer than Crow. And Crow is going to take an entire year. So imagine Tectonic. It's going to take years. So do not think that this is going to be an overnight success, please. Do not think that way. I don't know what's going to happen with Tectonic, and specifically in the price. I think that's something that you can agree on. But what I can tell you is, sincerely speaking, always being ready and buying when it's low. Instead of buying here, which I did not do, I can buy right now, and I'm extremely, awesomely happy. What a great decision. If I buy $100. And if it keeps dropping, I keep buying a little bit more, right? And I put it to stake. Those are the things. Those are the good decisions that we want to see, everybody. Tectonic it is. We know how much to become a millionaire, right? And I made that video, if I'm not mistaken, during this time. Oh, yes, I remember. I made that video when the price was 5014. I still remember. So it was right about here, everybody. That's when I made your video, which I hope that you enjoyed. Now imagine, it's cheaper now. So it takes you probably less than $7,000 to become a millionaire. Less than $7,000 to become a millionaire. Isn't this amazing? Let's go. Go ahead and give us a like, everybody. Let's get more people here. Why not? By the way, I'm going to be talking to all my Patreons and my awesome YouTube members, deluxe members, in a couple more minutes. That's pretty awesome. Nice monthly February meeting on Zoom. Thank you guys for your awesome support. You are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pretty much right now is the time to keep buying, he says, Rick. There you go. Gonna buy. When red, I buy. When green, I want more. Classic, right? That is what it is, everybody. That is what it is. That's Tectonic. That's what I can tell you. It's very organized, the move it has, not compared to VVS Finance, like it is right here. Let's see what VVS Finance has for us, which is still down. Yep. Let's do the 1 day. This is exactly what VVS Finance is, right? Your friend bought it right here, and it's still there. Still hasn't come back up. Still there. So this is going to take a while. We like to talk about it. We like to give you updates because, just to give you an idea with DeFi Llama, if they want to make it to number 5 by TBL, it's going to take a while. And VVS Finance will be amongst some of the nicest protocols to be used for that to happen, right? So I'm pretty excited. Guys, there's just no way for me to say it, but I'm just very bullish on all of this. I think we're going to be doing great, hopefully better with the war things going on with Russia and Ukraine. Vitalik always having fun, which is always to see. Great to see. Don't give your crypto to whales, right? If there's one thing you take from this live, don't give your crypto to whales because they're going to be buying it. And remember, crypto strategy, what was it? MicroStrategy always buying Bitcoin, so they are not stopping that. They're not stopping. So if they're not stopping, why would you? And why would you sell? What I mentioned early in the live, that we might be looking at a breakout when it comes to the prices of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is important because if Bitcoin doesn't move, we don't move, period. That's what it is. Martin Lopez, thank you so very much for your kind and awesome super sticker. Love it, love it, love it, man. Incredible. Thank you for your kind support. Yeah. And of course, we know Kronos now rebranded to Crow, which is great. That is awesome, right? And this is something that we want to always remember. In my case, I always have it at the back of my mind. Look at the companies, guys. These are trillion-dollar companies. We see a lot of potential. That is Apple. Microsoft. It's a new wave of internet. JP Morgan, it's a 1 trillion per year market opportunity. Goldman Sachs, it's an 8 trillion revenue opportunity. Bank of America, it's like social media in its beginning. Now, that what Goldman Sachs said, 8 trillion revenue opportunity, it's because they know that's what people want to gear towards. No longer to the banks, no longer to the classic stocks. We want digital real estate. We want digital everything on the metaverse. It's going to be a transition that I'm sure it's going to take years to happen, months to happen, but that is up to us, the community. So I'm going to be pretty excited for that, right? Oh, man. So here we have the prices. We're coming up, so that's pretty good. Throughout this week, guys, what we've been doing this far throughout the week is to talk about tectonic. I'm talking crypto, VBS Finance, the crypto in general. And while I see it as to being okay, we still see, and I don't want you to forget, right? We're still expecting a couple of different things with the Fed. We're still expecting more geopolitical unrest. Right now, what Vladimir Putin and President Biden have said with that breaking news is that they are agreeing to a conversation with Ukraine. But what if that conversation with Ukraine, or what if that is canceled at the last moment? Guess what's going to happen to the price of Bitcoin and altcoins? It's going to drop once again. So let's stay on the edge. It's not that this problem has been solved, because I'm highly positive that the troops behind the lines of Ukraine and Russia by the border, they're still there. So anything can happen tomorrow. It's going to be more massive news. We'll see what's going on there. But in my case, on this understanding, this is a long-term potential for all of us, for you, for me, and for our new families too. Now with this big news on my side, man, I want to say thank you so very much, because you're awesome, great, awesome comments that I received today. You guys, that was insane. That was insane. 1 hour, always on time, right? I want to be thankful to all of you, everybody, for coming to the Sunday Night Live. Look, even though the prices are not the way we expected, I mean, as you can tell, the beginning of 2021, we rose all the way to 60 and we're still down to 40. Not really looking pretty, but you and I know, guys, that it is the moment when all the people who just came to become millionaires overnight left to doing something else, probably go back to their rat race, 9-to-5 jobs, but we're here for a long-term future, and I'm here too. So I think we're going to be pretty fine as long as we're able to hold and stay patient. How about that? All right, tomorrow U.S. markets are closed. Thank you, Pavan, for that. Yes, that's true. That is true. So thank you for reminding me. I cannot stop buying Solana, Matic, Crop, USR01.H bar. I know that is a problem. That is a good problem to have for later on returns. How about that? Mouse Juan, Carlos Montoya, thank you very much for your kind and awesome support, everybody. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notification bells, and I'll see you next time, guys. What a blessed stream. It was nice. Much more info coming up this week, and wow, very grateful. Slowly but surely, remember, little by little, we'll get to it. That is amazing. You guys stay blessed, be safe, and I'll see you later. Peace. Let's go. Thank you so very much for all the comments, new subscribers, and donations that we got in the live. Have a good one, guys. Peace.